A new era at Ibrox was always going to come with tough decisions, and it hasn't taken long for one to emerge. Just days into the new campaign, Russell Martin appears ready to draw a line in the sand, with signs pointing toward a surprise departure from his squad. The message from the manager is clear: standards must rise, and no one is guaranteed a place under his watch. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Oliver Antman insists he's fit and firing, ready to make his Rangers debut after completing his £3 million move to Ibrox. The Finnish winger joined the Scottish Premiership giants after a spell in the Netherlands with go-ahead Eagles. Russell Martin hopes his 9th summer signing will be registered in time to face Victoria Pleasant in the club's third-round Champions League qualifier tonight. If called upon, Antman insists he's ready after doing a full pre-season with his former side. When I first heard Rangers were interested, I was excited because it is a huge club. And you don't get these kinds of opportunities many times in your life, the 23-year-old told Rangers TV. The last couple of days have been really busy and stressful, but now I am ready to settle in. I am excited for tomorrow, the first match at Ibrox. I have heard it is a special place, but I haven't even seen it yet, so I'm excited for everything that is to come. I have trained with go-ahead Eagles now for over a month. I have had 5 training matches and also a 90-minute game, so I'm fully fit and ready. Antman played with fellow teammate Mohamed Diomande in Denmark during his time spent with Nordsjælland, and the winger admits he sounded out the midfielder after moving to Glasgow. He added, "Of course, I played with Diomande for many years. I asked him, should I come? Is it a nice place? He said only nice things about it." Now in a huge transfer green light, Rangers' stuttering start to the season has already ignited tensions at Ibrox, and one high-profile name could be among the first casualties of Russell Martin's wrath. The new manager watched on in frustration as his side stumbled to a 1-1 draw with Motherwell at Fir Park, marking the 3rd consecutive year Rangers have failed to win on the opening weekend of the Scottish Premiership. James Tavernier's first-half header had briefly lifted spirits, but a late Emmanuel Longolo equaliser dealt a bruising reality check and left the door wide open for Celtic to seize the early advantage in the title race. Martin didn't sugarcoat a single word after full-time. In a searing double interview with BBC Sport and Sky Sports, the Rangers boss issued a blunt warning to his squad. There'll be people left behind if they don't want to come because they need to understand what playing for this football club will take and what it means. He described the performance as lucky and said his team was simply outfought by their opponents, an indictment that could have serious implications for certain players. Among those under the spotlight is midfielder Nico Raskin, who started the match but struggled to make any meaningful impact. The Belgian created just one chance, failed to hit the target with any of his 3 shots, and came out second best in both his tackling and aerial duels, winning just 1 of 3 tackles and none in the air, according to FOTMob. It's the kind of showing that could accelerate a long-speculated exit. Back in June, it was revealed that Rangers would be open to accepting any offer of £20 million or more for the 24-year-old. With interest brewing across Europe, the club's stance may now align with Martin's growing desire to reshape the squad. Optimism had been building at Ibrox following the 2-legged victory over Panathinaikos in the Champions League qualifiers, a result that promised a new dawn under Martin's leadership. But any sense of momentum has been abruptly derailed by the limp league opener and the brutally honest manager who refused to pull punches. Martin's comments weren't just post-match frustration. They were a direct challenge to the mentality within the dressing room. His message was clear: standards will rise or players will be moved on. Raskin, who contributed both goals and assists last season, is undoubtedly a talented piece of the puzzle. But if he no longer fits the system or the mentality, his time at Ibrox could be nearing its end. Any potential departure would leave a creative gap in midfield, but Martin seems more focused on building a team that bleeds for the badge. With Rangers facing Victoria Pleasant in Champions League action tonight, pressure is already mounting. The Ibrox faithful are restless, the atmosphere is tense, and unless Rangers respond quickly, things could turn toxic. So what do you think? Is Raskin someone we should keep at the club? Or should we try to cash in on the Belgian now? Let me know what you think. In other news, Ridvan Yilmaz's time at Ibrox looks to be drawing to a close, as the Turkish fullback prepares for a return to more familiar territory. Once seen as a promising acquisition from Besiktas in 2022, Yilmaz has struggled to truly stamp his authority on Rangers' first team. Now, under the new regime of head coach Russell Martin, it seems the door is closing for good. The 23-year-old was among a group of players told to train away from the main squad last month, a clear indication he was no longer part of the club's plans. Joining him in that group were Matondo, Ben Davies, Jose Cifuentes, Leon King, and Clinton Nsiala. But it's Yilmaz who appears closest to an exit, with reports from Turkey suggesting Besiktas, his former club, have reached an agreement to bring him back to Istanbul. Their club president has even confirmed that the deal is nearing completion, signalling that a return home is imminent. Yilmaz's stint in Glasgow has been marked by inconsistency and misfortune. Signed by Giovanni van Bronckhorst amid much fanfare, the Turkish international never quite settled into a regular rhythm. Flashes of quality were occasionally visible, most notably during a solid showing at right back against Celtic last January, but injuries and fluctuating form repeatedly derailed any sustained run in the side. With new signing Jeff Day claiming the left-back slot, Yilmaz found himself surplus to requirements. The timing of his exit aligns with Martin's vision for a physically stronger, more robust Rangers side, a mould that Yilmaz, for all his technical ability, doesn't quite fit. His departure also helps solve a tactical puzzle. With Yilmaz out, the club can now focus on bringing in a left-back who complements Max Aarons on the opposite flank, freeing the former Bournemouth man to return to his natural role at right back. There are wider implications too. James Tavernier, entering what is likely to be his final season at the club, could now be shifted permanently into a centre-back role, a move that's been hinted at internally for some time. In total, Yilmaz made 74 appearances across 3 seasons in a Rangers shirt, scoring twice. While the promise was there, the impact never quite matched expectations. A permanent return to Besiktas, where a fresh start awaits, feels like the right call for everyone involved. No official fee has been disclosed, but with the deal expected to be permanent, Rangers will be hoping it brings both financial and strategic clarity as they reshape the squad for the challenges ahead. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.